Hello, and here I am with some more Problem Sleuth. Today, we're covering Chapter 6, which we're going to page 447, called More Weird Puzzle Shit. Of course. Let's begin. I think there's going to be a news post soon, so I guess I'll keep an eye on that. Fucking Problem Sleuth Pickle Inspector, go in. There's a large door guarded by two surly thugs. The door is locked. It looks like it will require some more weird puzzle shit to open it. There are three skull-shaped grooves on the wall. Well, first... Perfect! We have a callback to Jailbreak on this page. Jailbreak was the first adventure I did in this format. The moment referenced here was when one of the imprisoned heroes carved pumpkins to match the faces of the wall indentations to solve a puzzle to escape drowning, break out of prison, and later commit suicide by a sump near the woods. Anything to do with pumpkins and Problem Sleuth is, in fact, referencing Jailbreak. Now you know. But the real question is, do you care? Kinda. I guess. Problem Sleuth. Carve surprise face and pumpkin and put it in sad recess. Wrong adventure, dumbass! The result is breathtaking. The expression is human emotion incarnate. Why, is this a pumpkin? Or a fellow man wrapped within the human condition? Yes, even my annotations contain callback to Jailbreak. And of course, this is gonna link us to that page. Epic. No, wait, that's stupid. The thugs. The thugs are advancing menacingly. It seems the sway of your charisma has worn off. Pickle Inspector, retrieve skull from Elf Hideout. You obtained the A-stick skull. Weren't you just here? Yeah, okay, you just left, I guess. Problem Sleuth, battle menu. You comb through your list of battle techniques for a peaceful, diplomatic solution to the conflict. Wouldn't it be cool if he summoned Henry Clay instead? Too bad that throwaway joke will never come to pass. Oh wait, yes it will. I love how there's levels of summoning him. Problem Sleuth? Sleuth Diplomacy. You expend 1 elf tier. Most of the elf tier went into the hard-boiled facial expression. A menacing look like that ain't free. You acquaint the surly thugs with your brand of diplomacy. You can't see it, but just below the frame, out of view, he is holding a pamphlet on his brand of diplomacy. The thugs will read it to get acquainted with it after they get shot. Pickle Inspector returns to the skull. Pickle Inspector, insert skull and groove. You place the A-stick skull in the middle slot. A-stick? Place the skull in the middle slot. Go grab Pickle Inspector's skull. You retrieve your ally skull and drop it through the skylight. A-stick, use trombone to breathe underwater. You should prepare to use the instrument as an oversized snorkel, but as should have been obvious to you, the room is no longer filled with water. Mobster Kingpin is obviously a security genius. To open his doors, our heroes must come to terms with their own mortality, or destroy a lovely musical instrument. Or both. Problem Sleuth. Summon Weasel King. You have absolutely no idea how to solve this stupid puzzle and open the doors. As a last-ditch effort, you think it's finally time to summon His Majesty. You expend 3 elf tiers. Combat operandi. You had enough elf tiers, but unfortunately, in order to summon the Weasel King, you will need some weasel snot. The weasel emissary appears instead. You use your strong sense of animal communion to commune with the emissary. He communes back, communing concern over whether he can trust you. The author of this book communes with the reader through this annotation. The reader comes back, communally twitching his or her whiskers in an especially communal manner. Communion takes place. Problem Sleuth? Allegiance menu. You must make a choice. To which group does your allegiance belong? Problem Sleuth? Press all the shoulder buttons and start plus select. Press start. Oh. Opening it in new tabs without taking me there. Hold the fuck on. Yeah, I should have that on. So now if I click this, you are one of the top problem sleuths in the city. Problem sleuth, align thyself with the elves. I guess there isn't a news post? Okay, yeah, there isn't. I thought there was. Huh. Guess I misremembered. Oh well. 35 posts remain. The emissary flips the fuck out. Problem sleuth, use mollify to calm down the emissary. Pickle Inspector politely suggests that he be allowed to try something first, before such extreme measures are taken. Please take a moment to examine and appreciate each frame here. Each one is a precious snowflake and not the least bit redundant. True. Pickle Inspector! I'll go to the emissary disconcertingly to calm him down. The emissary's hysterical state appears to subside. When you encounter a wild weasel traveling on official state business and it predictably loses its shit, now you know what to do. Hey, Stick! Go through door's window and throw the switch. You enter the small room and throw the switch. The room starts to travel upward like an elevator. Problem sleuth, okay, fine, align thyself with the weasels. The emissary appears pleased. He explains that his people face a critical impasse. They require your help. He asks if you can select exactly one hero from your ranks to help them with their plight. It is imperative that this chosen one have an unusually high height characteristic for reasons that remain mysterious. An unusually low squatters characteristic would also have suffice. Problem sleuth, appoint Pickle Inspector as chosen savior of the weasels. Hell yeah. The emissary thanks you. He and Pickle Inspector disappear into the portal. Look at the that was a Pickle Inspector voice. Look at the expression of sorrow and longing on Problem Sleuth's face as he waves goodbye. Sometimes my artistic ability to capture such nuance leaves even me breathless. The fact that he could 100% pull this off, he just didn't care for this panel. I mean, it's not like the fucking problems with characters never show emotion on their face or anything. It's just rare. Anyway, next. Ace Dick arrives at the elevator's destination floor. It appears to be some sort of control room. There's an array of monitor displays as well as a code machine sitting on the table. Ace Dick, examine the map on the wall. 4 nations at war. You wonder who the warring parties are and why they can't just get along. Hey, Stick, check out monitors. It looks like some rooms are under surveillance. I think there is some implication that monitoring the 3 detectives' futile attempts to escape their offices was part of some nefarious psychological experiment. Just another way Mobster Kingpin kept them all under his thumb, the same way he kept their female counterparts trapped in the dollhouse. Spoiler! Wow, thank you. Yeah, he fucked everything up. I'm gonna kill Andrew Hussey. Worst story. How do I delete Homestuck? Maybe it's behind this link. Hey, Stick, check behind the door. Nope, no link there. The door is blocked from the other side. It can only open part of the way, like into a very dark room. It bumps up against something totally immovable. Hey, Stick, open hatch and floor. Their hatch, shockingly, is locked. There appears to be a convoluted puzzle on the opposite wall. Perhaps it will open the hatch. You are pretty dull and not very creative, though. You have no idea how to solve it. Pickle Inspector, tower over weasels and brazen display of height attribute. Yes, none stand taller than you in this realm. You are a giant among men. There are no weasels around to be impressed, however. You stand amidst a field of salted melons. Salted melons, the new pumpkins. Or were they? They weren't. Problem sleuth, go down and see what the elves are up to. Oh hell, you forgot to switch your allegiance. The elves are quite agitated. Problem sleuth, change allegiance to calm elves. The elves are pacified by your gesture of goodwill. Ropo, their leader, briefs you on a critical mission. You exhibit signs of being the chosen hero for this mission, of which has long been prophesied by elven lore.
Pickle Inspector, look around. There appears to be some commotion by a tree in the distance. Pickle Inspector, check it out. Some weasels congregate beneath a nest of elf eggs. They yearn for the succulent yolk. If only they had a savior of height to help them. Apparently, the great weasel prophecy boils down to finding some tall guy to help get some eggs out of a tree.
Problem, Sleuth? Accept mission. The elves are grateful for your bravery. Ropo instructs you to first leave behind all of your material possessions. You cannot be burdened by such things on this quest of the spirit. You dump everything from your inventory into the skylight, including your hammer, elf tears, business cards, and game code sheet. You drop your Tommy gun on the floor. You leave your candy corn where it is, though. Ropo lifts the table to reveal a hidden hatch. Holy shit, the lore. Problem, Sleuth, enter hatch.
Pickle Inspector, eat eggs. They look delicious, but you just can't do it. It would just be so impolite. It's unclear whether Pickle Inspector means it would be impolite to the elves who lay them or the weasels who crave them. Of course, the answer is both. The messy spectacle of eating a raw egg with his bare hands would also be considered quite rude. Pickle Inspector, give weasels elf eggs. Your valor is lauded robustly.
Problem, Sleuth, fall in a more hard-boiled manner. This is how a real man falls. A man's man. Better secure your hat and safeguard the candy corn.
If he were to advance his hard-boiled fall tech any further, he would theoretically be grilling a steak on a hot motorcycle engine while falling.
Hey, Stick! Go down Skylight and get game code. You acquire the game code. While you're at it, you grab the flask of elf tears. You decide to bring your window with you, so you won't have to go up and down every time some goofball somewhere drops another cool item through the skylights. You strap the generator to your back. You prop the window up vertically against the wall. Problem, Sleuth, quit falling and land already. You land. There's a small cottage. A pair of funny-looking hands places a pie on the windowsill to cool. You recall the critical mission detailed in your briefing. You must abscond with the pie. Problem, Sleuth politely asks a pair of hands for the pie. You contemplate the civil approach, but you just can't do it. It's too risky. Besides, you don't have enough Mannersight shards in your etiquette monsters for a polite request.
Thousands of slaves die in the Mannersight mines every year to fill our monstresses.
The cottage dwellers appear to be preoccupied. Now is your chance.
Preoccupied by looking directly at you.
Problem, Sleuth, abscond with the pie. You haul ass through the woods. The clowns are hot on your trail.
Luckily, Problem, Sleuth is of an average height. A shorter man would have struggled to reach a pie on the sill, while a taller man would have needed to stoop over awkwardly.
Hey, Stick, go through window. You walk through the vertical window. You land on the side of the enormous beast. It appears the beast has defecated Problem Sleuth's imaginary remains, including a skull. Suddenly, you hear music from the storefront window begin to play.
Note to player, you're gonna need the knob that shout out skull. It is important for puzzle reasons, the only kind of reasons that are ever important.
The beast disappears. You fall to your death. Go back a few times.
Go back 1 page and then go forward 2 pages.
Fucking that's a silly book comment. Anyway, hey, Stick, open control panel. You find a parachute inside. You take it.
Pickle Inspector, politely accept reward for your heroics. The Weasel Emissary come to grant you a boon. By tapping the raw energy locked within your ample Mannersight shard, you politely accept. The emissary guides you to the spider hole of disquisition. You are to embark on a journey of the spirits. Pickle Inspector retrieves Saddam Hussein of wistful contemplation from Spider Hole. Holy shit. Pickle Inspector enters Spider Hole. Ah!
Problem Sleuth, drop one candy corn to distract your pursuers. No way, you simply cannot spare it. The elf exemplar offers you sanctuary from the cruel rogues.
Wait, where did the cruel rogues go? I'd like to think the clown stopped chasing him several miles back.
The exemplar thanks you for your heroism. He accepts the pie and grants you one boon. You are allowed to embark upon a quest of the spirit. He disappears, leaving you alone in this room with no exit. The only object in this room is a magic wardrobe.
Luckily, Problem Sleuth was forced to accept the boon by being trapped in this little room. If he was offered the boon like Pickle Inspector was, he would not have enough Metasites to politely accept. The whole story would have been ruined. Pickle Inspector, fall in a sillier manner.
Problem Sleuth, open wardrobe. You wonder what magical realm this portal will lead you into. There's only one way to find out.
As a reader, you feel cheated by only getting 2 panels worth of silly hat bumps.
Problem Sleuth, enter wardrobe. You crash against the back of the wardrobe, which is rock solid. You fall unconscious.
Bump!
Does it say bump? I need to see that. I need to see it. Hell yeah, it does.
She is the girl of his dreams because he literally dreamed that he was her for a while. Fucking / confused sexual implications.
That's the end of the chapter. Yeah. That was chapter 6. Oh boy. It gets fucking interesting soon. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting by that point, but like, yeah. We're gonna get to something really interesting sometime soonish. But that's this. We are fucking done reading the chapter. I'm gonna end this here, and I guess I'm gonna get ready for another one. Bye.